Okay, so after a bit of a hiatus, which I do apologize for, I kind of got hung up with family and holidays and work, and you know the story. When you actually work full time for a living, you don't exactly have time to do everything else you want. And for me, there's been a number of other major events that have sort of messed things up. But anyway, I'm back, and I'm picking up right where we left off with me horribly battling monsters and all kinds of ugly. Ooh, see, my shields can stop a grenade. Your shields go down if it takes more than 2 hits. But then again, they're also primarily metal and tons of armor, so it balances out, I guess. Not that it matters. My team still beats the crap out of them. We are inherently superior. And as is my tradition, I am stealing everything that is not bolted to the freaking floor. Not sure what that is. It's clearly not a submachine gun, is it? And it is not a pistol. It's a shotgun. And I don't carry shotguns. Typically, I don't carry pistols either. Or I carry a pistol and a machine gun, but no submachine gun. I find it odd that sometimes in these games I feel like I'm a kleptomaniac. Literally just taking anything that isn't bolted to the freaking floor. Oh, come on. This is such an obvious setup. Yep, and there's the music. Oh, these things. I may have said it before, but God, I hate these things. Of all the characters in this game, of all the enemies I should say, these are the worst. It's like nothing, and I mean nothing, fills me with loathing so much as this. If for no other reason than the Asaris are, you know, technically supposed to be like the exotic blue hotties in the game, and you see this and it's like, that was an Asari? Ugh. Oh, and someone's still shooting me. Oh, for crying out loud, there's another one? Oh, I guess not. Must have been just its death throes. Nope, he's done. Who else is next? You would figure there'd be... Oh, there he is. And there he goes. You gotta figure that, you know, even if you're mechanized like these guys, it's gotta hurt to have your atoms being shredded. Meltdown. You know, if they make a Mass Effect 4, that should be like one of the powers, is a meltdown ability, where you just melt your target. Alright, I got the heavy weapons now. He's done. First rule of fighting heavy weapon, Shepard: you don't fight heavy weapon, Shepard. Man, I can't help but feel that there's a setup here. I mean, it just looks like such an obvious thing. Assault rifle precision scope. Yes, on a gun that fires 1,000,000 rounds a second. I don't think so. It looks like it's a clean slate, huh? I thought it would be a setup. Or an ambush. Alright, doesn't matter. So, let's see what's behind door number gray. My guess is more monsters, more bad guys, more pain. Ooh. There's the bomb. And coming up may be one of the hardest fights in the game, save for the end.
And Falair.
Falair, Rila cannot hear us. I know, but I am afraid Rila is not well.
That isn't good. Fan out.
Rila? Rila, can you hear me?
She's still in there somewhere. She's got a weird coloring.
Why did she do that? Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb?
We need a detonator.
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it.
Oh boy. As if we didn't have enough trouble. And like I said, I hate this fight. It's bad enough fighting the Banshee. And then we add these punks to the match. And there's two of them. Great. I feel like I'm using a, what would you call it, like a BB gun on him. Now you do not want to get close in on those things, because they can instant kill you. Which is something I did not know at the time. So yeah, like I said, the first time through this fight is a nightmare, which is appropriate. But no, I do not want to be fighting two of those things. One was bad enough. Two, ugh. Just like, no, thank you. And the thing that drives me crazy is that it's clear that these things are supposed to be like the ultimate, you know, weapon for the Reapers in a way. They're supposed to be like sort of like a heavy shock trooper of some kind, just designed to completely wipe out their target. And they're just monstrously effective, but God, they're so disturbing. And there goes my shielding. Yep, and I'm down again. Yeah. That sucks. Like I said, fighting two of them at a time is a pain. But on the plus side, it actually helps prepare you in a way for later, because there are certain battles that happen later that are just nightmare-inducing. Particularly the last level is just a cavalcade of non-stop battle after battle with at least 2 or 3 or 4 of these things showing up. It's like, great, that's all I needed. More you things. I think I find out later, but I think it's actually possible for these things to, like, shoot through walls. It is possible to dodge roll their butts, so. Alright, well, I've drawn them off. And I completely miss with my grenades. And there goes the Revenant. Come on, kill it! Kill the darn thing! Oh, there goes my shields again! Turn the favor. Instant regen. Hate those things. And they actually can kill you if you don't meta-gel it, because they'll drain your health to 0. Like I said, they are the most single disturbing enemy in the game, and at times the most difficult. Not to mention just the creepy. On TV tropes, Mass Effect 3 has a nightmare fuel entry, and they're like the top of the list. Ain't nothing but nightmare fuel here. Alright, the barriers are almost down. We gotta take them out. There go the barriers. Now, concentrate fire. One's down, thank God. Now I run like hell from this one. Come on. She is ticked off about something. And she's dead, finally. 3 tries to kill those things the first time through.
For now, let's get back to that bomb.
Even when they die, it's creepy because of that screech.
Solaire, go! Take the elevator! Remo,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah, she can't leave.
There are hundreds coming. Just go.
And she's got the detonator.
Move! No! Rila! I love you. Rila!
And they are actually leaving her behind. Because they know that if they don't, they are just unbelievably outmatched. Like I said, these things are just super creepy. Yep, she's dead.
We're not your slaves.
Boom. So that's 2 daughters that Samara has lost in this series. She killed Morinth and really just committed suicide. Well, technically she was dead already, but...
Rila, there wasn't even time to say goodbye. Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you. We left her to die. Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life. What is that? Valair. The code demands an Ardat Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Valair. Mother, no!
Yeah,
My daughters.
that is so
You
not
are
happening.
So much strong. Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By
Screw
throwing
the
your
code.
life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Valair?
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery,
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
then the code permits you to stay, as you are.
Yeah. When we get to the ending, they actually have a
Once
good
this war
resolution
is
for that,
over,
but we'll get there later.
And if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
I'd
Yeah.
understand if you wanted to help Valair rebuild a home here.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers. I'll speak with Valair, then join your forces. If you'll have me, of course.
You're darn
Be
right.
honored.
The honor is mine, my friend.
She was one of my all-time favorites in number 2. Practically just decimates everything in her path on her own.
Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the
Plus,
smoke.
it's either her or Jack in the second game, depending upon who you pick, who does the awesome Bayok field display. Both of them can do it, and they both look awesome doing it, so either way, it's cool. But Samara was always one of my favorites.
I read your report, Commander. We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb.
May the Ardat Yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to the monastery who I can now formally transfer to Admiral Hackett's command. They'll
Yes.
serve you loyally, Commander. Farewell.
Sorry, commando teams are cool too. Cool. Anderson.
Shepard. I was hoping you'd check in again.
You okay?
Been putting my old academy training to use. Organizing the resistance. You know, you've got quite a fan club back here. Any news we hear about the Normandy gives hope to the guys in the trenches.
Great.
I know what that's like, fighting in the dark. I'm glad we're making a difference.
It's more than that. A lot of these people have never held a gun in their life. When they heard that you managed to get the Turians and Krogan to cooperate, that was a shot in the arm, Shepard. Of the one thing we're in short supply around here. Faith. That any of us will live to see another day.
How bad is it?
It could be worse, but not much.
Can you still coordinate any kind of counterattack?
We're hitting the Reapers every chance we get. Mostly guerrilla-style hit-and-runs. But it's not enough. It's time we started focusing our efforts.
Where?
London. Something big is happening there. Our networks in the UK say the Reapers have arrived in huge numbers.
Why?
I don't like the sound of that. Any more details?
No. And that scares the hell out of me.
Well, the Crucible will scare the hell out of the Reapers.
We're counting on it.
Well, you
Oh,
better
Shepard.
hope so.
I meant what I said earlier about Kai Lang. The Reapers may seem like our biggest threat, but take it from me. Lang is a vicious bastard. Don't underestimate him.
Noted.
Then I'll let you get back to it. We need whatever good news you can send our way. Anderson out.
Again, Anderson being awesome. Anyway, skipping around here to talk to a few friends.
Commander, an opportunity has come to my attention that may interest you.
What's going on, Doctor?
Refugees arrived at the Citadel recently in possession of military-grade medical supplies and equipment. In reviewing our inventories, I determined we have an excess of medical supplies to treat contagion, exposure, and malnutrition.
They're equipped to help injured soldiers, and we have supplies to help suffering refugees.
Precisely. Perhaps you could ply your charms to broker a trade.
Isn't this something you could do yourself?
War profiteering is running rampant, and these refugees are wary of the Alliance military. They didn't trust me. But you are Commander Shepard, the hero. You could persuade them.
I'll find the refugees as soon as I can.
Speak with Tactus. Many of the refugees near the Citadel docks look to him for leadership. Thank you, Commander.
I always liked Dr.
With access
Chakwas.
to their equipment and materials, I believe I could increase the effectiveness of our Medigel.
See, I've always liked Dr. Chakwas, but she doesn't get much of a role in this one. I actually think I kind of preferred her in the second one. Particularly in the second one where she gets the chance to be, they really give her a personality, a real human sense of being. Whereas in the...
fighting the Rachni.
Oh, here we go.
Push them back through the relay. Finally, the Krogan were turned loose and stopped them.
I see.
But when the Krogan rebelled, we had to deploy the Genophage to stop them.
History of
It
War.
wasn't the only rebellion. 1,000 years later, the Geth revolted against the Quarians. That was a whole other war. Then along came the humans. My own people tangled with them for a while, and now, to top it all off, we've got the Reapers.
Youch.
What about you?
The Ouroboros fought the Densorin. The Endoromai conquered the Vandoma, and the Jatil turned against the Jah.
So, I guess nobody really ever gets their act
I
together.
love this quote.
The Sinreal claimed to have found the path to eternal peace.
What happened?
The Ditaka preferred war and wiped them out.
I hope you guys had alcohol.
Yeah, I think so too.
Some of the crew seemed shocked by the
I
monstrosities
could
they
use a
encountered.
freaking drink.
They haven't seen what the Reapers could corrupt after 100 years. That was our war. Every battle conjured a new nightmare.
Well, sucks to be you.
Samara's the kind of soldier we need in this war.
Damn right.
Nothing gets in her way. I just hope I'm not in her way someday. That woman means business.
I've seen what happened to people who get in our way.
It's a mutated Asari.
It
The
don't
Reapers are
end
just
well.
A giant nightmare factory that never ends. I can only imagine what the Reapers are doing to the Drell, or the Hanar, or the Vorcha. This could get a lot worse before it gets better.
Yeah, Reaperized Vorcha scares me.
The human holds such childish views of war.
Pardon me.
Your species has much to learn.
And
Commander.
let's face it, the Vorcha aren't exactly pretty to begin with.
It's a brilliant tactic.
But, when you think about it, no. Reaperized Vorcha?
Yeah, but converting other life forms into Reapers? I can't wrap my head around that.
Makes sense to me. It ensures you never run out of cannon fodder. Eliminates any local resistance. And for every soldier you add, your enemy loses two. The one you converted, and his buddy on the other side who can't pull the trigger on a friend.
You sound like you admire them.
Same way I admire a virus or a thresher maw. They've adapted perfectly to their situation.
But the Reapers want to destroy us.
And I have no intention of letting them. But if you don't respect your enemy's capabilities, you're in for one nasty surprise after another.
True enough. Alright, we're done here. Ashley's chilling.
Hey, Commander. I dug out some letters my youngest sister wrote when she was in high school. She was having a hard time. Teen drama and all that. Just needed her big sis. I guess with everything that happened down there, I just wanted to read them again.
Yeah. One thing Mass Effect's great for, it has those little human touches that add a bit of kick to the story. Makes you feel like you're actually in a living, breathing universe rather than just a randomly generated shooting gallery, so to speak. Regardless of what the actual gameplay would have you believe.
You sure make some unusual friends, Shepard. That is not a side of the Asari I ever want to see.
Nope.
Shepard?
Ain't nobody here. And we'll be wrapping up here in just a little bit. A couple more minutes. I think I drop by Liara's and then I pack it in for the night, but...
Per your orders, I have the latest
just one other thing. I have a whole series for the Mass Effect 3, but none of the DLC or anything else because my Xbox with all my save files is gone. So I'm actually going to re-record Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 using my new video capture equipment so that I can do a proper Let's Play on the whole series. But it'll be much faster with the new equipment I'm running. I can send it straight to YouTube instantaneously. So that'll make it a lot easier to post these. Either way, I'll be wrapping up Mass Effect 3 soon as I can. Basically, I'm just doing a little bit of a check out here on the terminals, see if everything we have. This little note about a guy who, some sort of cabinet member, and he gives numbers and information for the private inventory of the senators on his world, and basically says, I'm foregoing re-election. Go fetch this stuff and make sure our people get off planet.
I'm glad she set off that bomb, Shepard. Good to see you again, Shepard.
Yeah, so nothing more. See you later, folks.